Hello, everybody, and welcome to Champ Select for Week 2 Showmatch 1 of EU between Citizens of Adraa on the blue team and Team Sagarmatra on the red team. My name is Nabiria. I am joined here in Pick and Ban by X-Line. X-Line, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing pretty alright, honestly. I'm excited to be casting again. I missed the entire first week, and it felt so bad, but I'm glad to be
Same.
back here.
Same.
So bans so far are pretty snoozeworthy. Honestly, I could have guessed these ones with my eyes closed, with no prior information whatsoever. Zach, Cho'Gath, pretty standard power picks right now. Darius, a little. Okay, is he strong right now and I just didn't notice, or is that a preference ban?
Uh, I think that's probably a preference ban. I don't think Darius is a target ban based on the op GGs for the other team. I think it's more of a preference ban. Zach, you mentioned as an unsurprising ban. It's slightly surprising to me just because his clear did get nerfed pretty hard. I don't think he's nearly as strong as he was before the W nerfs, but sometimes it takes bans a little while to catch up to that. So that might just be a relic of the previous patch
Okay.
there. So we do see Zed and Blitzcrank being banned over as well, and then the first pick Riven.
Yeah. Oriana makes sense. Very standard mid. Very strong in the fact that she just kind of is there. Doesn't really get crushed in any lanes or anything. Happy to see Maokai
So
jungle. That is my favorite development in this part of the season. Oh, and Sejuani jungle too. Oh, I'm so happy. You have no idea. These are like two of my favorite champions that were relegated out of viability. Well, not viability, but good usability for so long, and now I get to see them both in the jungle in the same game. Christmas has come early.
speaking of clear speed nerfs, Maokai got a nerf to his saplings and his E, so that he's not quite as good at clearing, but I still think he's still worthy of pick ban, like first pick or ban. So definitely a really strong pick, Team Saga here.
Talia versus Ari in the mid lane, it looks like. That's okay, I honestly haven't been keeping up with the mid lane meta. I've seen Talia. I know that Talia is still a thing, but what about Ari? Is she
Yeah,
same as
Ari's
ever?
still a fine pick. I mean, both champions are very good, obviously, in terms of pressure for your team. Talia obviously does that very well with her ult, and Ari is always known for somebody who can make picks all throughout the map. Both have a pretty solid laning phase, so both are pretty standard mids here. Draven is probably a target ban against Didactic, who
Mm-hmm.
has more Draven games played in solo queue than anything else.
Oh,
Hovering the troll Teemo
got my
and
hopes up, man.
Tristana, very solid AD carry right now. Pushes waves and towers fast. Really solid hyper carries. So surprising there.
So for Ashe, I actually have a perhaps weird question at this point, but the last time I saw Ashe, she was still building Bork Black Cleaver. Uh, is that still the preferred build, or if people started actually building AD carry items on her?
Uh, I don't think that's really the flavor of choice. That was the standard along with like Lucian doing the but I think we'll see more of a standard Runon's IE type build or Essence Reaver. She's still really strong just because her ult gives her really solid initiation.
Mm-hmm.
W is obviously really good in terms of like peel and just slow AoE damage. So still a really solid safe pick.
Well, yeah, and the Soraka certainly helps with that safety a little bit. You'll hopefully never run out of sustain with the Soraka in your lane, but is so for Team Sagarmatra in this bot lane, what are they expecting to do here? How are they expecting to play it out? Because you're not going to be able to poke out an Ashe with a Soraka support, most
So
likely, unless it's a
you're not
really
gonna be able to
long.
poke her out, but they do have all in potential. Obviously, Thresh is solid and engaging, and Triss can put out a ton of all in damage. So if they're going to be, picking fights, ideally they're going to be taking all in. Triss should have a little bit of advantage in the lane early, farming the Ashe. Ideally, the win condition for the Ashe Soraka lane is just to kind of survive the lane and get towards mid game where they can try to create team fights and get picks. They've got a lot of AOE on their team.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Sejuani is AOE damage. Riven can pump out a ton of AOE damage as well. But Sagarmatra has a lot of peel with Thresh to disengage with Flay in the box. Maokai is obviously very engaging. Kled can engage from really long range. Leah's obviously got all sorts of things she can do in terms of zoning with all of her abilities. Well, cutting people off, engaging, things like that. So I think ideally Citizens of Adraa want to get big team fight 5v5 wombo combos, but it might be kind of hard to find just the Team Sagarmatra has.
Right. So basically for Team Sagar, what you want for the ideal team fight would be Citizens of Adraa use all their AoE CC and don't catch everyone. And then you start kiting back and like Maokai ult down at them and then Kled to re-engage. Is that sort of how they want to play it, or do they want a longer kite phase?
Either one really works. I think ideally they're going to be looking to find people who are out of position and get picks. Thresh Hook, obviously, really good for getting picks. Kled, if somebody's out of position, can immediately just say charge and we're engaging. Maokai ult can kind of, catch people off or even zone people kind of out of position. And as we mentioned, Talia can. I think ideally they're going to be trying to get picks to start off a fight and keep the Citizens of Adraa team separated so they can't get a big 5v5 wombo. But that's also assuming, they're on relatively even footing phase. If either team has a significant coming out of the laning phase, some of these dynamics can change as we start to get in the game and look at the team fights in the towers and everything.
All right, well, once we get in game, we'll see how exactly that plays out. Hope you'll join us in a few minutes as we get into game here. Enjoy the music. Hello everybody and welcome to Game 1 between Citizens of Adraa and Team Sagarmatra here, Week 2 of the EU show matches here at Learning Fives for the July 17 season. My name's Nibiria, I'm still joined by X-Line, but before I let him get a word in edgewise, we're going to introduce the teams. On the blue side, we have Citizens of Adraa with Digamma in the top lane, Better Than My Mate in the jungle, Finding Nami in mid lane, Stairs 7 on 80 carry, and Zero Meat on support. Meanwhile, on the red team, we have Emma Watsauce in top lane, Rebel 5 on jungle, Slow Penguin in the mid lane, Didactic on 80 carry, and Faith Spirit on support. Oh, and meanwhile, we actually already have a fight. First blood going down while I was introing the players. Better Than My Mate getting taken out real quick there in a 5v1.
So it looks like Team Sagarmatra went for a 5-man stack invade, and Team Citizens of Adraa went for kind of a fan out and protect the entrances, but a little bit slow there and was unable to get away from the bear trap on a road. So a little bit of trolling in the chat here. Digamma memeing and Didactic saying something like restart after the first blow. Looks like they're all in good spirits.
Understandable desire, but if I'm not that lucky in my solo queue, they don't get to be that lucky in show matches, so hopefully that's not too big of a falling behind. A dagger picked up early by Didactic, which is bad news bears, to say the least.
Yeah, just having the extra presence in lane is it's always the worst part about the first blood. Is like jungler, whoever feeds first blood, and then whoever gets the first blood gold comes to lane with extra power, and your lane opponent's like, why did you feed them? But hopefully a little bit less enmity here in a team environment than it would be in.
Yeah, I'm hoping that it's not too punishing. Although I'm afraid it might be, because we were already talking about how this is either a sustain lane for one side or an engaged lane for the other. And when the engaged side gets an item lead before the lanes have even started, you know that things are not off to a good start.
Yeah, it's definitely going to give them a little bit more potential. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Maokai's starting at his blue, pathing up to his top side. Sejuani mirroring that, starting at the red, pathing up towards the top side. So they may be meeting here.
Oh, Faith Spirit flashing in with missing the flay. Death Sentence should be available here. Oh, but that's going to go wide as well. Stairs 7 with the fancy feet.
So yeah, as we mentioned, the bottom lane already putting that. Soraka will be able to heal up the Ashe, but you can kind of see that pressure already being put on the lane in terms of zoning him from the creep line and that all-in potential. Absolutely.
Unfortunate for Faith that the play went so poorly, or that would have almost certainly been a kill, but oh that death sentence didn't go wide. Gonna be a death sentence into play. Didactic just putting down the autos. Exhaust out onto Faith. Explosive charge not gonna be enough to take out Stairs, but Omeat is almost out of mana. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Finding Nami, getting those creeps to block, and it looks like a good charm is gonna save him.
You can see all the pressure that's being put down on the Ashe right now, being behind in CS, almost double the CS. Now, to be fair, there is another wave hitting a turret, so.
It was a nice stun from Digamma in the top lane.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting the junglers to kind of meet either there or at the scuttle with the path they were taking. They both look like they're content just to kind of clear their top sides afterwards.
Yeah, I don't know. I was expecting more aggressive because both of these lanes, either top and bot, can go pretty far one side pretty quickly. Especially top lane, because Riven needs to snowball so hard to be effective, and well, once Kled gets items, that snowball becomes harder and harder.
Yeah, top lane is notorious for being obviously the tanks are a little bit easier to kind of recover. You know, when you're behind and just be useful in team fights. The fighters and the bruisers definitely want to get snowballing as early as possible.
I'm sorry I'm so distracted, but these minions are driving me crazy. The arcade minions are nuts, as is that death sentence. Ignite going down, explosive charge going to blow up there. Stairs 7 falling down for second blood.
There's
oh jeez, Didactic, what are you doing? I appreciate the confidence there, but I'm not sure that was necessary.
Yeah, again, like we were talking about, the all-in potential is just really strong, especially when the Trist has that lead with the dash. She's going to be able to recall. She's recalling on BF Sword Gold. So, this lane is certainly not going to get easier. Ashe does get a call to try to farm it out, but
I don't think that's going to help.
Yeah,
I feel like at that point, get D-shield. You're already...
yeah, probably. You know, she's probably going to get zoned from the wave pretty aggressively, so it's going to be a rough lane. She's definitely going to need some jungle pressure here to help her out, but...
Well, and the bot lane is ripe for ganks for Citizens of Adraa is the funny thing, because Tristana pretty much auto-pushes with the passive on Explosive Charge.
Right. So they're definitely going to be pushing, not only because Tristana pushes hard, but because they're going to be zoning out the Adraa lane.
Rocket jump aggressive onto Omid. Silence field going down. Omid's going to get it popped onto him. Not going to kill him, but it looks like Stair 7 getting caught. Oh, but Didactic goes for the aggressive rocket jump. Flashes under tower. Going to have to rocket jump out. Stair 7 might go for the chase. It looks like Slow Penguin is going to be down here to discourage that. Stair 7 getting really low there. Explosive charge. Is it going to be enough without an auto? Hey, and there it is.
That was super aggressive. I thought they were just going to turn on the Ashe because after the Soraka flash because it was pretty free, but Didactic jumping and flashing under turret to take out the Soraka, and then of course Tulia comes in to clean up on the Ashe. So
I wasn't expecting it, but it was good metered aggression there. Oh, ultimate coming down from Emma Watsauce. Rebel 5 coming in. Doesn't have ultimate, though. Finding Nami does. Getting knocked back, but it looks like Rebel 5 is going to go down to the ignite and damage from Ahri. Meanwhile, Slow Penguin coming up to the top lane. Daigama having to jump out. Finding Nami and Daigama going to have to kite this one out, or they're going to get taken out. Oh, but Daigama goes in and gets a stun on the Slow Penguin. Meanwhile, Emma Watsauce going to take out the enemy laner, and Daigama and Watsauce getting out. Both the roams being punished by the respective top laners. That was...
So Ahri seeing that a play was being made bottom by Talia, top, and make something happen. So most of that was a 2v2 with Ahri and Riven against the Maokai and the Kled. Then, of course, the Talia showed up as well. That was reasonably well played from both sides there.
I mean, a 1-for-1 in that kind of situation is usually... You know, not ideal, but it's usually pretty okay.
Yeah. Sejuani showed up a little late. If she'd gotten there early, turn that. Kled hit a very nice bear trap on a rope at the end there, forcing flash. So that is something to keep in mind. Kled still has his flash and Riven doesn't. So we might see a Maokai return back up here to top lane here.
Oh, Didactic coming in with the aggressive rocket jump. The death sentence going down. Omid's getting taken out by the ignite. Didactic just gonna straight up ult on Stair 7. Didactic almost going down, but not gonna happen. The shield from Passage is gonna be enough to keep him safe.
Exhaust is not gonna save you there, so
you just can't leave turret.
Yeah, they're gonna shove this in pretty aggressively, and I don't know if they're gonna Dragon. It looks like they're favoring Dragon here, which is fine, I think, especially because leaving this turret up kind of leaves the bottom lane in a more position where they can continue to try to all in more. I don't think it's in Sejuani's best interest to try to contest, but we'll see what Better Than My Mate wants to do here.
Yep. Oh, they get the dragon secured. Better than Better Than My Mate, you poor thing.
Yeah, I can't say that I recommend that.
It's a little optimistic. The ultimate was silly, honestly. Well, it did prevent any counter aggression. If they had gotten in, I'll be honest, if he had gotten in, ulted them so there was no counter aggression, gotten the smite, and then flashed out, I would be shouting right now. I would be screaming. So,
yeah, but like your upside is like a Wind Drake, and the downside, the potential downside is you die, and the middle ground is what happened with
which
Flash,
is burning flash. Oh,
yeah, I probably would not do that, but that's just me.
That was some fancy feet there on the dodge of the ultimate.
So lots of aggression up here in top lane. It's like Kled trying to farm back some.
God, I should have bought that skin. It's so pretty. Oh, Emma Watsauce getting Scarl just in time. Daigama, you messed up, buddy. Bear trap on a rope, gonna finish him off.
Yeah, just as we say, he's trying to farm back some courage. Riven engages, he gets Thrall back and gets the kill. No flash on Riven, as we previously mentioned, so he's going to shove this wave in. Being gold. Already down about 30 CS. Mid lane is keeping up in CS, so mid lane's really the only lane that's not getting kind of
Oh,
smashed right
that
now.
sounds good. Oh, the misclick on the explosive charge. Remember, kids, target champions only is mapped by default to the tilde key. See,
So
we're
we see
learning here
Maokai
at Learning
coming
Fives.
around, getting some aggressive vision in Sejuani's jungle. Any counter jungle to kind of track where Sejuani is.
Oh, is that that
Big act,
teleport
then we
onto
got a teleport
Sejuani?
on the ward, making me a liar.
Directed camera, please. Oh, meanwhile, stairs going down. Blue buff gets stolen. Rebel going in with the giant cat trail. That looks amazing. Finding Nami coming in with the ultimate, missing the charm. The knockback from Talia is perfect there. Digamma on the retreat gets taken out. Finding Nami is going to be the next one to follow. Better than my mate. Might be able to survive this, but it doesn't look like it. A sapling. Is the cat going to kill him? No, but the Kled will.
Talia played that really well in
Absolutely.
terms of kiting back and getting that huge knockup. Obviously, Kled gets the hike a triple kill, but Talia set a lot of that up, and Maokai, you know, throwing his cats around, doing Maokai things. Meanwhile, bottom lane continues its ever onward charge towards the Nexus.
Yeah, that bot lane is just toast. I really enjoyed seeing the Maokai ultimate there. The cat vines. Oh boy. Another death sentence flay combo onto Stair 7 from Faith Spirit. Not quite enough damage to kill it now. The aggressive rocket jump is going to be enough. Dark Passage gonna save him. Both of them are gonna survive, but Stair 7 unfortunately not that lucky.
That was super hiking.
I appreciate it. That is how I play Tristana. Usually not to this level of success. That is the
I thought he was
greatest
going to
feeling
get heal
though.
baited for a second, but
Oh.
he had enough damage to make it work.
Herald being taken here by Sagarmatra. Probably a good idea. No pressure on the top side of the map from either team, really.
Yeah, Herald's just going to let them continue keeping pressure on the... especially if you can use it on a tier 2 and not have to use it on a tier 1. Although they might use it in... Ari has been keeping up in CS, keeping up in relative pressure, and her wave play is pretty good. So they might use that to try to break the mid-tier 1.
Yeah, I was hoping to see a little bit of Riven flashiness today, and to be fair, Digamma has been making some flashy plays, but with that scoreline, there's not a whole lot you can do.
Yeah, I mean, he's done a couple things in some of these skirmishes. Been some flash there, but like you said, it's a little hard when the Kled's up on CS and up on a ton of kills, so CS is still the fundamentals that let you do this flashy play at the end of the
Oh,
day.
meanwhile, charge coming out. Slow Penguin not so slow anymore. Finding Nami, gonna get caught up there, but Slow Penguin maybe slow with that decision making, getting taken out. Meanwhile, under the tower, Emma Watsauce gonna get the kill, but not gonna survive. Trying to sprint out the pocket pistol, not quite enough.
Ooh, that's really big. Shutdown gold's huge.
Oh, absolutely.
Really good stun by the Sejuani there.
Ooh,
then
death sentence on the
killing smite for
Digamma.
kill.
I don't know what you're doing with that ward, buddy. There's a juicy Riven right in front of you. Flashing aggressively towards Digamma. Digamma already out, though. Didactic going to chase down onto Better Than My Mate. Meanwhile, support is flanking in. And Channel Crystal Arrow from downtown. And it looks like the fight is going to be re-engaged on a new front. Omi and Stair 7. Pretty toast here. Omi making the sacrifice. No, you can get out, Stairs. But it looks like Didactic is saying, no, you can't get back here. It's going to ult him back, get the crit, get the auto, get the double.
Yeah, right now, Triss just has a lot to say in map. I want to say team fights, but like that's not true. It's like how anything goes on the map.
Yeah.
Triss has a lot to say in.
If
She
Tristana is
massive
within
right
half
now.
the map, you die. Like, that's current game state.
Yeah, so really gonna be really tough for Citizens of Ardra to come back with the state of the game currently. It'll be interesting to see where Maokai drops that Rift Herald for the additional map pressure.
Oh yeah, they still
but
haven't popped it.
They are gonna have to try to defend that as well as defend, like I said, this inevitable push towards the Nexus in the bottom lane.
Yeah, that's
the action Soraka can't defend against this Tristana alone.
Not
They're
quite
gonna
a slow
have to
push. Oh no,
shut down.
Stairs, you're toast, buddy. Explosive shot, full charges, you're dead. Meanwhile, Omi trying to ward the dragon, saying, I will get something done this game. And yes, you've got the vision, but your AD carry is toast. Although that said, there's not a whole lot Omi can do at this point to prevent the toasted.
Yeah, really they need to get better control bottom side jungle in terms of vision, getting wards down, sweeping the wards that are there. Yeah, again, that's a really ambitious steal.
It's the same mistake twice. Oh
Yeah.
no, Omi making the same mistake for soon to be the 4th time, which is being near Tristana, ever.
So like we said, Tristana has a lot of say in how stuff gets mapped. She's probably 3 or 4 kills just kind of trolling around in the red side jungle of
Yeah.
Citizens of Adraa. So that's why I was saying if they can try to make a push to try to get some vision control here, like Team Sagarmatra has a pick comp. So they're a pick comp that's ahead, and they have wards all in your jungle, which means if you set foot there, you're gonna die. So they need to get better vision control of your bottom side jungle.
Well, at
if
this
they
point,
have any
can they?
hope. Well, obviously it's going to be difficult.
Because
but,
it's
I mean,
easy
if you-
to
if
say
you
that,
lose
and
a
we
team-
always do, but
Yeah.
realistically, it's not happening at this point. Ooh, Bear Trap going wide, but still going down onto Finding Nami. Emma Watsauce gonna get hit up here, stunned, had turret aggro, lost it because of Scarl, and it looks like Didactic has joined the fray, getting stunned up. Is this gonna be their second death? It is. No, first. My bad.
That's the shutdown.
That's a huge pick off right there.
So the super ham jumps finally result in a Tristana dying.
Yeah.
Took some aggro into the turret and got stunned, but still went 2 for 1. Still got mid tier 1 and a lot of damage on mid tier 2. So probably still worth, even though you hate to give the shutdown gold and experience, because that gives huge rubber band experience in gold.
Well, I mean, you also lose a lot more than we're saying you lose right here as well. Because realistically, if Tristana had still been up, that second tier tower would be toast.
Right.
Just absolutely gone in a flash, because you have static shiv and eye edge. You just use one explosive charge and it's gone.
Maokai smiting away the blue buff so that Ari can't get it. So he has Sash
Conveniently
doesn't have
also
blue.
denying it from his mid laner. No, I just didn't want them to steal it, that's all.
Just jungler thing.
Don't worry, Rebel, I've done it many a time. Meanwhile, they're pushing out the bottom lane, trying to do something. Death Sentence going down on the Better Than My Mate, getting pretty destroyed there, we'll say. It's a solid
So
death.
pushing down the mid tier 2, despite the fact that Kled just back for a reset, but they're far enough ahead that it doesn't really matter that much.
Teleport is available as well, so...
Yeah, you like to have Kled pressuring another lane with that
Oh,
teleport.
Stairs. There's not a whole lot
No.
to say at this point. The fights are over before I get to say anything.
Yeah, well, it's like we said, if you have a pick comp that's ahead,
Oh.
it's just easy for them to catch people out of position.
That was a funny fight, though. Did you see? Oh no. Death Sentence going down and living up to its name on Finding Nami.
Yeah. So Ari with a pretty good play to get the kill on Tristana. 2 deaths in a row for Tristana, a little tilting, but immediately paying for it with her. And mid inhibitor is going to go down here.
Call me crazy, but at this point I'd be buying a GA as Didactic. Well, before this point, before I had bought the Zeal.
As Tristana?
Okay, let me explain my reasoning, and you can tell me why I'm wrong. You are so unbelievably far ahead in gold that the only thing that can stop you from winning the game is dying.
No, I agree. I'm a big fan of protecting leads, especially shutdown leads with GA, so that you're not feeding that back to them. I'm also a big fan of playing a little less aggressively, as I mentioned earlier. Like I probably wouldn't be the one going high fee into the Dragon Pit to try to get the skill there. Maybe for like an Infernal Drake, but that's also a playstyle thing. Some people are just a little more aggressive. Like we can see, obviously, Didactic is not afraid to rocket jump into the middle of a fight and go high fee. And, it's obviously paid off for him, so he knows his limits very well. But I would not at all be opposed to a GA.
Ooh, Emma Watsauce getting the engage, and Didactic coming in with a rocket jump. Channel Crystal Arrow gonna go down onto Emma, but it's
Speaking
meaningless.
of GAs, Kled has a GA after his Titanic,
Yeah.
so he's doing a ton of damage.
I'd like to see Didactic just stop building that second Zeal item in favor of GA at this point. Because, I mean, it's gold inefficient.
Matter, but yeah, I understand where you're coming from.
But there's a point where gold efficiency isn't the concern, because you dying is a whole lot less gold efficient.
Yeah, I would say that'd be a much larger concern if, like, the only one who was fed on their team. It's probably not as big a concern.
Oh, Didactic. Oh, Jesus, Didactic, what are you doing? Not getting the reset on the rocket jump, healing through, gonna survive somehow in the back lane. Meanwhile, Emma going in, getting taken out. Didactic still alive somehow, jumping forward, getting caught by the charm. What?
Didactic just two-shot the Soraka, and, like, one of the shots was, like, 80%.
I mean, like, technically that was a good play. If you're looking results-oriented, that was technically a good play, but strategically...
Oh, so, like, the jumping in and being super aggressive, like I said, probably not the textbook correct play here. Again, they're far enough ahead that it probably doesn't matter.
I mean, but this is how you lose games.
Yeah. I agree, 100%. That is a way that you can throw the game, for sure.
Interesting pickup here on Riven with the quill coat. Oh, sorry, Bramble Vest. My bad, Riot. My bad.
Yeah, I guess, you know, just with so many auto attackers, with Kled and Tristana doing so much damage, you know, you want to try to get an armor. I probably would have gone into Tabbies first, but...
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay. So there's two things wrong with it. As you mentioned, Tabbies would have been better just for if you're just going for auto attack mitigation. I suspect it was for grievous wounds, but the problem with that is nobody has lifesteal. I mean, maybe you could say it's for
Warlords. Tristana might have Warlords.
Yeah, she has Warlords, but that's once every what, 7-8 autos.
It's probably sooner than that with the speed at which she autos.
Oh jeez. Flash out from Better. Doesn't have it now for the attempted Baron steal. So this Baron's going to go down pretty solidly to Sagarmatra here.
Yeah, and you saw them use the Maokai ult and the Talia ult just to kind of zone off of the Baron there. They have the tools to play some zone control. Right?
That feels bad. Oh, that feels worse. Goodbye, Omi. Oh no, Didactic getting baited!
Who debated?
Omi using their proclivity for dying to Tristana as a weapon. That's called thinking with your feet.
Baited and outsmarted. The classic. So Kled, it looks like he's going to take the Baron buff down here in the bottom lane, or Hyphy and engage. Yeah.
Okay, so everyone, I appreciate Team Sagarmatra for this, because this is a masterclass in how to throw a lead.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's too late to matter, but if you were ever looking for information, you can just
do what the other three are doing and pushing objectives with the Baron Masher.
Yeah.
That's
Kled, the smart part.
Kled bottom lane with Baron is fine as long as he doesn't engage. What he wants to do is cover and keep the Baron buff on the minions and not engage the other players and not die. Because the Baron buff empowers the minions to do what they're doing now and take these next steps. So he's actually playing correctly now and kind of hovering and keeping the buff on them.
Oh, geez. Flash Twisted Advance from Rebel 5. Rebel 5 using the ultimate there. Only going to catch on to one, however. God, that animation is silly.
The cats that just snake around them are super creepy.
Yeah, it went from cute to disturbing with the rework. It's like, oh, it's cute, the saplings are cats, and now it's like, oh god, they're cat snakes with the ultimate. Stairs gonna get taken out by Rebel 5 there, showing the power of the meow.
They should just be able to kind of lock it in, especially with Nasher buff.
At this point, just take the triple inhib and just slowly walk it in, because you'll get the 6 supers per wave at this point. Although, not that the towers are going to last that long. Can the miracle hold happen from Citizens of Adraa? I don't think so, but we can find out. Digamma going down, followed shortly by Stair 7. Looks like Better Than My Mate is going to go next. And is the Nexus going to fall, or are more people going to fall? Finding Nami getting chased down by Didactic. Emma Watsaw's taking some damage from the Fountain. And the Nexus falls! Who could have seen that coming in that last engage? I sure couldn't. Anyways, that wraps up our rather ridiculous end to Game 1 here between Citizens of Adraa and Team Sagarmatra. We're going to go on a break here for a few minutes while the teams do pick and ban, do anything they need to do in between games, and we'll be back in probably 5 to 10 if we're lucky. So enjoy the music, and we'll see you then. All right, hello everybody, and welcome back. We are here in Champions Select for Game 2 between Citizens of Adraa here on the red side and Team Sagarmatra on the blue. We apologize for the delay, but it seems that EU production follows us even when the casters are NA, so hopefully we can speed things up. Oh no, trying to reconnect. No. Okay, we're good. Hi, X-Line.
How's it going, buddy?
Oh, it's going fantastic. The client just froze. Okay, we're good again.
Never lucky.
Okay, we're fine. Everything's fine. EU production will not take hold of us anymore.
So with the bands, we're seeing a lot of the same bands from last show. Yeah, not a huge surprise there. Also, unsurprisingly, Tristana getting banned out by the team that probably has some PTSD from some Tristana rocket jumps from last game.
Yes.
And then we see a Kassadin ban as well. I don't know if that's
the Kassadin ban is
ban or not.
Questionable. I mean, okay. Sagarmatra, full disclosure, is like an entire division ahead of Citizens of Adraa. They agreed to this show match knowing the mismatch. So maybe the Kassadin ban is just sort of like a freebie.
A throwaway ban, maybe? Yeah, because I don't think Kassadin is finding Nami's champion pool, at least not based on my OPGG. Digamama going with the or Digama going with the Riven again. I don't think it's a Riven one trick, but I play a lot of Riven.
You know what? I don't mind that because I like seeing the skin. Honestly, I wanted to buy it, and then I was like, nah, I don't play Riven. I'm too bad to animation cancel. And then I see it in game, and I'm like, oh god, I'm so bad, but maybe I can make a Riven only Smurf, and it'll permanently be Bronze 5, but it'll be pretty.
So we see the same picks coming out here with Riven and Sejuani, and then of course the Maokai going over. Honestly surprised they didn't ban out the Maokai. I think it's still a really strong pick, still really worthy of ban. So a little surprising there. Oriana coming through. We did see that banned last game. We have that instead of Sagarmatra. Adraa going Ari again. They're already played. Not surprising.
Zach ban, again, not shocking. He's just a very strong pick right now, but I'm surprised to see... Okay, actually, never mind. I changed my mind. That is shocking. You know why? Both junglers have been picked.
Well, Zach was banned previously. Darius was the one that just got banned. And I'm thinking Darius, because that was banned in both games, is probably a matchup that the Riven's not comfortable. I am surprised to see the Cassio ban for Team Sagarmatra. Later was already picked. Maybe that's, again, just kind of a throwaway ban like we were mentioning.
Mm-hmm. Well, if they were playing against Phoenix 1, the Corki ban would be really important.
Jace banned as well, so maybe Jace is also kind of a...
Maybe they're just picking random champions.
Are they spelling something? Hold on. A-C-K...
I don't think so.
No.
Sometimes
there's no
they
vowels.
like to
spell out, like obviously the meme team spelled out pizza in that one draft. So I thought maybe they were spelling.
As it should be.
They're probably just trolling me.
Oh yes, almost certainly.
Super strong, as is Sona. Both of these are two really good users of both Ancient Coin. A lot of teams have been going 5 runes on both these supports to rush the Ardent Sensor earlier. We even saw in the LCK the Afrika.
I want to see that again.
Relic Shield on Twitch to get Janna the Ardent Sensor faster. Obviously didn't work. They were playing against SKT. So.
Generally, cheesing SKT doesn't work too great.
Yeah, so that's part of it. But it just goes to show the power of Ardent Sensor right now. Pro teams in Korea in the gauntlet for LCK, putting gold generation items on their 80 carry to funnel gold to their Janna to get Ardent. That's how strong that item is.
Normally, I just funnel it for a Luden's Echo for my Janna, but I play a little strangely, I admit. Okay, so let's talk about the two coolest picks this draft. Vayne and Heimerdinger and Riven, because, okay, I always lament the lack of Riven, so I'm really happy to see it picked twice. But let's focus on Heimerdinger and Vayne. What do they bring that other champions don't, and what are their very, very important weaknesses? For Vayne, we know it's range. She is at very short range, but she's a very strong hyper carry and very strong duelist.
Yeah, so Vayne kind of fits what I would imagine Didactic's playstyle is based on the fact that I guess they didn't ban Draven this game. They respect Bandit last game. He's a Draven main who was also going super hyphy on the Tristana, so I assume he's a guy who likes to rely on his mechanics and those. Vayne lets him make those flashy plays and is very strong and very powerful in the right hands, especially with a great support like Janna who can shield you, peel for you with W and all. Oftentimes, like we said, rushes Ardent Sensor and Mikhail's. So all of those are great for Vayne. Just enables him to super hyper carry. Heimerdinger is be kind of a bully in the top lane. I know LS is a big fan of playing Heimerdinger both mid and top in lower elos. And he talks about just how hard it is to punish a lower elo just because he pushes really well, pokes really well, he sieges really well. In terms of weaknesses, he doesn't team fight all that well. Obviously, the turret can do work in team fights when you grid one, but he doesn't offer nearly as much as maybe some of the other champions you can take up there. And obviously, he's a little squishier than be, but that's not nearly as much of a concern when you've got a Maokai in the jungle, who's obviously one of the premier tanks in the game right now, and as we mentioned previously, has great disengage. So between Maokai and Janna, they have a ton of disengage potential. Maokai also has the ability to engage as well. Orianna can kind of speed the team with her ball, potentially look for an engage. Their team's not necessarily specifically built for team fighting, like I said, because Heimerdinger is weak for that. That's kind of one of the things you usually look for. But they kind of have a just win comp because they don't necessarily fit into like a specific like a pick comp or siege comp, or I guess they're kind of a an Ori turret, but they don't have a specific thing that they do really, really well, but they do.
Well, let's see if they do end up just winning in a few minutes as we go through the transition into game. See you in a few. Hello everybody and welcome back. We are here in Game 2 between Citizens of Adraa on the red side and Team Sagarmatra on the blue. I am still Nabira and I am still joined by X-Line, whom I will not interrupt this time.
So I just realized in the loading screen, Sejuani's name is better than my mate rather than better than my mate, which is kind of triggering to me. Just realized that. So
you know, that was one of the first things I noticed, and I was like, I'll just assume homonyms. It's fine. It's fine. Oh no.
They're trying to get a ward up on the red buff here, but I think Ari could have been a little more patient and waited for Dinger to maybe face check that. But that's alright.
So what do you think about Didactic pulling a Kramer? Was it Kramer? No.
I'm not familiar with the term pulling a Kramer.
Anyways, he bought the Relic Shield.
I mean, if you want to funnel the gold into Janna, that's the... we talked about that earlier. So
no, but like for Twitch has some early presence, so it doesn't make as much sense, whereas Vayne just gets screwed anyways. Would it be better to have just gotten a regular starting item and gotten away from the weaker-ish early game, or is this actually a decent bet?
I think it's interesting, because obviously Vayne just goes super hypey as soon as Janna gets the Ardent Sensor, and Janna can keep her relatively safe in lane, especially if he's confident in his ability to win the lane normally.
Right.
Oh, we have a pause for DC here.
Oh no, I don't have my pause screens anymore. Continue.
Yeah, I think there's arguments for both sides. I don't know if there's a general consensus whether or not it's poor. I think it's certainly interesting and innovative. Like we said, we saw it in the LC. I don't fault them for trying it out. I would assume they've tried it at some point previously in other scrims or other games. So maybe this is the first time they're trying it.
Well, it can't hurt too bad, I guess. I mean, so you get extra sustain for sure.
Yeah.
Because you get 3 potions, and you get the Relic Shield, or the... Yeah, Relic Shield procs, which heal you for, I think, 40 each?
I think there were 15. They might be 40.
Some number that is non-zero. So it's decent sustain compared to, like, a longsword, which would still get you the 3 pots, but not the extra sustain. However, Doran's Blade gives you natural lifesteal and, you know, the extra AD and the extra health, so...
Right, and if he's confident in his ability to win the lane with, or at least not lose the lane hard with Relic Shield, then I think it's fine. Especially because one of Janna's strengths, like we said, is not losing lane hard. Like, I don't want to say losing lane gracefully is a strength, but because Janna kind of wins the lane by default because she outscales. Unless the other team, you know, makes a play to outright win the lane. So if everything goes even, you know, the Janna lane kind of wins by default.
Right.
And of course, Vayne, obviously known for her hyperscaling.
I'm wondering how she'll do into this team. I don't think she'll do very well, just Vayne in general, because you have Riven, you have Sejuani, you have Ari. It's a lot of lockdown. You have Sona, who has exhaust and crescendo. It's dangerous.
Yeah, I mean that's true. I don't think Vayne's necessarily a great pick here, but like we were saying earlier, he's definitely the kind of player who likes to go hypey, likes to jump in, probably knows his limits on his champions very well. So
right.
I'm interested to see what he can do with it. Just like the Riven up top, obviously Dagama is a Riven main, so interested to see what he can do in this matchup. I don't think this is a particularly great matchup for him. I think Dinger is probably going to get to poke him out, but we'll see how that goes.
Ooh, Silver Bolt's already getting procced.
So we see the same kind of clear this game. Obviously Maokai able to start at the Raptors because he's Maokai, clearing towards the top side. Has both buffs at level 3. Sejuani finishing up her second buff for level 2. They're not going to meet on the Scuttle, I don't think, because Maokai's got priority on that. Well, maybe they will.
They're going to meet, though. Not necessarily at the Scuttle. Okay, ping going out. They know she's there. So, not a whole lot going to happen there, I don't think. You know, Vayne is not losing as hard as I thought without any damage items. I mean, it's pretty early in the lane, but 6 CS.
Well,
now.
Bloodlust also gives some sustain forward. So
Yeah.
and like I said, it's hard to all in on a Janna just because she has so many
Right.
to keep you from playing hard.
Oh, little counter jungle on her. Got at least one little raid. I still got them Liz. Anyways, Emma Watsauce getting engaged. I'm gonna die to the tower shot. I was not expecting that at all. Little bit of over aggression there from Emma.
I actually missed that. I'm gonna rewind for a second just to watch what happened.
You will probably be as surprised as I was. It looked like Emma just forgot that towers did things.
Yep. He got stunned as soon as he was poking under the turret. And
Oh, that was not a smart TP, I don't think. Oh, maybe? The flash auto, and then dies again to the turret!
Oh, never lucky.
Emma, what are you doing?
Hey, well, he typed worth in chat, so it is
Okay,
worth.
so it's fine.
So looking at the lane positioning here, oh, obviously Riven still has TP, so that's very good. As I say, it doesn't look like anyone's gonna lose anything because sometimes trading 1-for-1 is fine if the other person's gonna waves being gold to the turret. I don't think Riven's gonna be able to push this before Dinger gets back in the lane to force him to lose it.
It was, however, exactly enough gold to get Hex Drinker and an extra potion. So
yeah, that should help a lot.
That was pretty fortunate there.
Honestly, I'm surprised that Riven got 2 kills this early in the lane. I was expecting to get poked out in this lane.
Well, it was entirely on Emma's over aggression.
Yeah. So we've got Maokai hovering up here. This is the first time he's really been able to even do anything because Riven's pushed in most of the game. So.
Looping around back, but he is seen. Digamma gonna get hit by the Twisted Advance, gonna get knocked back, but the grenade is gonna miss, and that results in a failed gank. Better Than My Mate was there anyways to start a counter gank if necessary, but no such need.
I don't think a
was there.
ward spotted him. I think Riven was just actually had some game sense there with the Dinger kind of DIing into her and walking up.
Right.
I think it was just a little obvious that there was something going on there. So really well played by Riven there.
Yeah, absolutely. This mid lane is fairly uneventful, other than the lack of mana that was present earlier. Looks like they backed or something. Better Than My Mate possibly coming to posture for a mid gank, but not sure if it's going to go out. Finding Nami hits 6 just there. Oh no, but the charm goes wide. Oh, such a brilliant time to engage too. Meanwhile, Stairs flashing away.
That's a good heal.
Or no, that was just heal. Jeez. Yeah. Totally toast without that heal timing.
Looks like they're both spacing here. I would expect.
Oh, hold on. Digamma going in.
get
First one to hit 6. Emma Watsauce getting taken out.
Oh, you gotta flash the master there, Riven. What are you doing?
Yeah, you have it. Use it.
Alright, so bottom lane gonna shove this out. Sivir, I don't know why it took Sivir so long to back. Maybe she canceled her. But they're gonna lose a lot of gold next year because no one's here to catch this wave. So it's really unfortunate for them. And Bane has enough to buy Zeal or if she prefers.
Going for BF, it looks like.
Yeah, I don't know what the preferred itemization is on Vayne.
I believe it is BF into Static Shiv into Iedge.
Okay.
It was
that makes
last I
sense.
checked, and that was about 5 days ago. So
That makes sense.
hopefully that's still up to date.
Well, I know obviously with her ult giving the AD, attack
Yeah.
speed and crit are pretty prioritized. You get a pretty big spike anytime you get.
Yeah, those were some good all-in timings though. We saw across the map. We saw Finding Nami engaging immediately upon hitting 6 when they had the level advantage. Same with Digamma, and it resulted almost in a kill for Finding Nami, but the Flub Charm didn't help that, and it did result in a kill for Digamma. So I think that's one of the biggest takeaways. Oh, hold on. Finding Nami going in for a gank over the wall with the Blast Plant, missing the charm again. Anyways, as I was saying, I think if you're going to take something away from this series, other than how to almost throw from the last game, take away the level 6 all-in immediately if you hit it first. Because that is so powerful. Meanwhile, Didactic going in on Stair 7. Stair 7 getting condemned into the wall. That's going to be the kill. And it's bad news for this Sivir.
I was gonna mention Ari was shoving in forced to catch the wave there, so she had an opportunity to play in bottom, but obviously we had that missed charm there. A little bit unfortunate. but head was in the right spot in terms of trying to make a play there.
Absolutely. And that's good. That's honestly good to see. I'd rather see people set up properly for a play and then flub the play than just perfectly execute a play that was doomed from the start.
Sagarmatra going for a really aggressive dragon here. Bottom lane shoved in. Sivir just backed.
It is a Vayne, however, so
Yep.
pretty easy to get the early dragon there. And this Vayne is actually looking scary already.
They have the Infernal Drake, which is pretty strong for their team.
Oh.
Everyone really benefits from that.
I don't know if that crescendo was the right idea. Omi getting stunned into the wall with the condemn. One more auto will do it. Didactic getting the kill, eating a tower shot though. Oh boy. Rebel 5 coming in for the dive. I think he's gonna ult from behind the turret. Nope, he's gonna take the blast plant in, it looks like. Or just back. Hold on. Damn. I'm so excited, man. I was hoping to see like a crazy tower dive.
Although I guess Vayne's kind of low on both health and mana.
Yeah.
Don't really fancy that, but they know that Sejuani's not there and that Sona's back. So.
Oh, that's smarts.
Normally a really good opportunity for a crash dive, but it looks like they decided to play it safe. For once, first time.
Oh, Daigema flashing in with a stun, but gets stunned himself. He's going to get taken out here almost, dodging the autos. Oh no, he missed the ultimate. The auto from Emma Watsaw is going to be enough with that Thunderlord's proc to take him out.
Well, at least he flashed the mastery on the... I'll give him bonus points for that one.
Yeah, you need the mastery flash, 100%.
He does have teleport up, but this wave's going to die before he's up from Death Timer to even TP in.
Yeah, and Riven has insane mobility just baked into her kit, so should be able to make it there. Oh, gonna teleport anyways. Not sure that was the best decision, especially since Rebel 5 is in their jungle. Not that they know, but Rebel 5 is in the red zone
I think
jungle.
it's fine. If he doesn't teleport, he's gonna lose this extra cannon. So
Oh, that's true.
I think it's fine.
Good eye, good eye.
Maokai getting a little counter jungle on. Sejuani's kind of hovering around.
Oh, goes in for the gank there. Flash and Ghost burned.
I don't know if I agree with hovering around mid constantly, because it's really not able to...
Oh, Condemn going down onto Omid. Omid is going to get taken out here almost certainly. A crescendo onto 2. Face Spirit going to have to Monsoon to keep himself alive. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, a 2-man Shockwave. Rebel going to go down, and so is Stair 7. Slow Penguin might be the only one to make it out of this in the entire map. Bit of an exaggeration, but hey, I'm a hype caster.
So just as soon as I say I disagree with the hover in...
Oh boy. Emma getting engaged on here. Might be enough to kill him. Get the Freezy Beam. Alright, auto. Auto. Good. Dead.
Nice stun.
That was crazy. That was just like 3 fights consecutively.
So I was gonna say that I think Sejuani's time would be better spent helping out bottom lane, because they're rapidly losing to this very large Vayne who's about to have an Ardent set protecting her. But kudos to them. They did get 2 for 0 in the mid lane. Don't get a lot of objectives out of it though, unfortunately.
Oh jeez, that Vayne is just disgustingly big now.
I think she has Shiv gold in the base.
Almost certainly.
We're gonna be close to Ardent on Janna.
Oh, just a little bit shy of Shiv. Nope, 900 gold. Oh, doesn't have enough for the combined cost.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Oh no, she got it. She got it. She had to wait a minute for it. But she got
okay.
it. So yeah, this is a huge power spike for this bottom lane. They really need to be playing around the bottom lane, otherwise this Vayne is going to just run all over the Sivir and the Sona. Sejuani needs to be down there to help. Ari needs to be trying to commit resources down there. Maokai, it looks like, I don't know if he's just coming down here to farm the scrubs or if he's coming down here to make a play. I would be if I were him, just because, like we said, it shouldn't need to be a party.
Oh, great Monsoon. Stair 7 going to be the first one to fall down. Better than my mate. Oh, Didactic flashing away, getting hit by the crescendo on the backline. Better than my mate, going to get condemned into the wall, accidentally autoing the wrong minion to lose the Silver Bolts proc, but it doesn't matter. Yes, it does. Better than my mate, going to escape by the hair of health left. That was, oh boy, I don't think it's over. Ari's got ideas. Finding Nami has other plans.
Here right now.
Like
she
dying.
might be able to hold the turret, but it's a little risky.
No,
actually,
this
they can all
is
in her. Yeah,
very
she needs to
bad.
die for sure.
They could have actually chased if they wanted to, but it would have been dumb. It's good to just back up and take the turret there. I'd like to mention here at this point, though, that there are 3 control wards in the river from the red side. So, decent vision control there. Oh, meanwhile, Slow Penguin getting damage there in the mid lane, trying to fancy feed it out, but it doesn't look like it's going to work. One-man shockwave. Don't know if it's going to be enough. Nope. Better than my mate getting it with the W there.
There's been a lot of vision around Dragon, so that's good.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know how long this is gonna last, but...
Ouch. That was just painful to watch. Stair 7 getting chased down under his own turret.
I like the idea. We talked last game about not prevent the picks. You got the vision this game. It's not helping a ton because there's some other issues going on.
No, but it's an
right
improvement,
idea in
and
getting the
that's...
vision down.
Okay, this is an incredibly telegraphed gank, but I don't know if it's going to matter. Dygamba might not even be able to get the kill here. Going to use the Blade of the Exile. Oh, still gets taken out. Better than my mate. Should be able to escape here, smiting the minion. Probably hoping for a heal. Doesn't work.
Some of the disgusting Heimerdinger damage. Even when he's dead to rights, the turret and the grenades and the rockets.
Yeah, those lasers are nasty.
So Maokai clearing out some of the wards in mid lane, although the one behind red buff is still there. No one's checked that. Getting a pink on the dragon. Looks like they're just gonna take this. Nothing that Citizens of Ardra can really do to stop this. And I suspect they're probably gonna rotate mid and try to take the mid turret and or try to take the Rift Herald.
I would guess mid turret at this point because they can always rotate up to the Herald and they don't have control. They don't have control of top lane right now, so they can't.
Well, one of the things they could do is send Dinger down bottom and rotate the 80 carry and the support top lane.
That's true.
To try to get that.
And then you'd have free Herald.
They're gigantic right now. Yeah, they're gigantic and no one can really stop them. Go 7-0 Vayne with an Ardent Sensor on Janna. So.
Then you have a Janna against the Riven. That's already just...
Yeah, but it looks like they want to just keep running it down bottom. They're just going to let Vayne solo and run elsewhere. I disagree with that, though. I think you want to keep your Ardent Sensor with your Giant Vayne. But that's
send someone else down there who
Dinger
can use
is
the farm.
uncontested in top lane because Riven's kind of hovering around mid. I don't know that I like this kind of ARAM situation.
Oh no, this is almost inevitably what happens at least once per show match, where one team decides to ARAM and the other one either doesn't or decides to match it and then nothing happens for 12 minutes. But
like they just lost top turret for free to get
and that's how you punish the ARAM strat is you keep chunky disengaged people mid and then you put your split pushes in the side lanes and chances are god that's a lot of damage. Stair 7 might not survive, but Didactic keeps misclicking. Oh jeez, gonna get killed by Stair 7. Just what?
What did I just watch?
You watched Didactic misclick 3 times in a row. That would have been a kill.
So like the static shiv a creep and the crit from the shiv, like he jumped the Sivir and chunked her for like 40% of her HP.
Oh, Monsoon. Not quite enough to save
Rebel. And then from there, he was unable to finish it.
Rebel 5 is going to survive. My bad. Charm under the minion. Good. Show it who's boss. God, I love that ribbon skin. Anyways. My love for the art department notwithstanding, this has become sort of uneventful. Never mind. Better than my mate using the ultimate. That would have been a great chance for a shockwave, but it is not up. Emma going to be the first one to take it out there in the mid lane, and no one is going to follow at this point because everyone has disengaged. Vayne going to be soloing mid right now. Not sure if that's the safest, but certainly able to push down the tower pretty quickly.
Yeah, I don't know if they need to have everyone back in here.
Oh.
They literally have... What?
Oh no.
They have no one to defend this mid turret.
Oh no. Okay, Dygama trying to get the stun down onto Didactic. All he needs is a good QW, but he's not going to get it. Didactic just staying on the very edge.
They should not be allowed to do this right now. You had multiple people in mid and you backed right into
God!
Ardent Sensor's here. It's over.
It's over.
He's not dying.
God.
Yep.
That was painful, X-Line.
Yep. Well, that's what happens when you back in front of the giant Vayne and just free roam.
But
do
they
whatever she
could have
wants.
killed her twice.
Yeah.
And then they just died. Oh, jeez.
2-shot.
Fine. Just tower that. Fine. 700 damage auto. That's okay.
2-shot. Yeah. I believe that's referred to as getting styled on.
Yeah. In the more scientific of the League of Legends communities. This is,
This tower is going to go down. I suspect back off and take... And probably ward up the jungle on their way out.
I would
Yeah,
take
this
top
thing's
tower
hard.
here. Is that dumb? They have a huge wave at
So
it.
they could go to top tower. I don't know if they could guarantee get it. Short. They have 3 that are up to easily defend that. Herald's like a guarantee here, and you can then rotate to top with the Herald.
Oh, Riven and Janna are just going to duo top. I think that's the worst of both worlds.
Yeah, I don't like Vayne being up here solo.
See, as much as I appreciate Didactic's ability to style on kids, the fact that he keeps relying on it instead of good positioning and planning like that. Great Monsoon, though, from Face Spirit. Will it be enough? Didactic getting knocked up again. Gonna fall here finally. And it looks like Digamma might even make it out of this. Great shield there. But, oh, Meat is getting killed, as is the other member of his team.
So imagine if instead of going top, the Vayne goes with her team, they take Retailed, and then they go 5 up here to take out this turret. Honestly, they could take the tier 2 without popping Herald, and then pop Herald on the inhib turret if they wanted.
Yeah.
Which might be what's happening. Yep, he doesn't even have to headbutt it and waste HP. So now he's got a full HP Herald going on the inhib.
Dustblade Vayne? Question mark? Maybe
But
it's
now
good.
they have to abandon the Herald because they're chasing the Ahri. I don't agree with this.
Yeah, no.
They literally just wasted Rift Herald. So lots of poor macro and rotational decisions here being made by Team Sagarmatra.
I mean, this is what happened last time, too. They get a great early lead just by virtue of being better on the micro level, and then their macro decisions just fairly boggle the mind.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's just overconfidence or what, but they're obviously not getting punished too hard because he almost literally one-shot the Civic.
Yeah, I now understand the Dustblade pickup. I don't like it. Just like Geneva Convention should be called at this point, but I understand it now. Didactic getting a little overconfident.
I don't like the 1v5. Again, I'm a more conservative player. I prefer protecting your lead, not giving shutdown goals. But
yeah, I mean, just don't get the Dustblade. Really. I mean, it's funny, yeah. Q autoing a Sona for like 99% of their health, pretty funny. But Dustblade is okay.
yeah, I would prefer like GA or like rapid fire.
Yeah.
But honestly, she could still even get Dustblade as long as she plays with her team. It's like she's not gonna die with a Maokai and a Janna as long as she stays with them. And that Dustblade is still gonna do oodles of damage. So
I think Dustblade is just
still,
bad.
I don't think it's great. I think it's defensible. I don't think it's great. But I think the bigger sin is 1v5ing or trying to 1v5.
I mean, just get a Vamp Scepter, and then suddenly it's, you know, I mean, get Borg. It's not
so here,
the best anymore, but
I think they're gonna try to play around the Baron. There's good vision in their red side jungle. Red team, Maokai and Janna looking to clear it out, but they didn't get all of it. So they have some vision over where Team Sagarmatra can be, you know, to try to set up picks around Baron. So that's good. Hopefully they won't just like face check when the are they doing Baron, you know, pings go down.
we'll see.
And there's a lot of hovering right now. I guess they're maybe going to try to siege mid. Like we said, Team Sagarmatra doesn't have a specific team comp in terms of like siege, dive, poke, pick, team fighter, whatever. They kind of just have a get ahead and just win, which so far they're doing.
Yeah, they have a big wave top too.
Let's see if they can capitalize here. Yeah, Dinger's going to escort this wave. I don't know if Maokai's going to come with just clearing wards.
And there's that Didactic solo split pushing again. Guess who's gonna die?
As long as he backs off here, he's fine. He's getting
Well, I
gold
was
next
just
game.
the Citizens of Adraa stopped positioning for him because they could have gotten it. They could have gotten the flank. Oh, geez, Stairs taking most of his health from that rocket barrage.
Yeah, Stairs is quite behind right now. He's not having a very.
No, he's not a happy
Vayne
camper,
is
and I don't
in the
blame him.
jungle. And they have wards to let them know where Vayne is, but no one wants to come deal with her. kind of understandable, but you do have to send someone at some point, or you'll lose your base.
Now, is this current split push smart or still kind of silly?
Results-oriented thinking says it's good, because it obviously just got a tier 2.
Right.
I am not a fan of sending Vayne to push. I'm also not a fan of this 1v4.
Yeah, didactic. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I thought you were more toast than you were, but you're still toast. I mean,
So
I guess
he
we
could
see
have
the
gotten
dust
out
blade.
scot-free, but he wanted to do a 1v4, and he got the one-shot Sivir and type XD in chat, so there's that. I would not be a huge fan of this if I was on his team. I would be telling him to slow his roll. I guess they got the Baron for it.
Yeah.
He drew pressure and they got Baron.
But they didn't need to lose anyone for the Baron.
No, he could have just stacked and not
Or the
1v4.
tower.
Yeah, that's not my preferred style of play, but
Literally just stall. Like, push the wave a little bit. Either set up a slow push, which would have worked great, or just push it a little bit up and then leave. And then as soon as Baron gets killed, run back into the minion wave.
right. So like you can split push with a Vayne. Like the general idea behind a split pusher is either you're strong enough that no one can 1v1 you, or you have the ability to quickly take turrets and escape, you know, when people are coming. Like you think like a Tryndamere, right? He can raise
Right.
a turret really quickly. If people come, he can spin over walls. He's got his ult, stuff like that. You know, classic split pusher. Typically, you also want your split push to have teleport, so if a fight breaks out on the other side of the map, you can teleport to it. You don't have to have all of those different things. You can have different elements and still get stuff done with the split push. Which is, you know, Vayne's obviously big enough to where she poses a lot of pressure and a lot of a threat on one side of the map, and you've got to send something to respond to that. But there's intelligent ways to do it. You know, like we said, after you get the turret, you back off there instead of or.
I mean, you
And
don't
again,
even need to
I
get the
prefer to
turret at
have
that
the
point.
Vayne with your Janna and your Maokai just so she literally can't die.
Yeah. I would have preferred to see Bork instead of Dustblade, honestly. I mean, at this point, it's just for style points. I understand that, but at the same time, do you want to win? Like,
Yeah. So we got Dinger pushing down the top. Everyone else. in
oh,
mid. I
stun
don't know
going
if I
down
like
on the didactic. His jungler is going to try and save him with the roots, and it looks like it's going to work. Meanwhile, then my mate going to die as well. Digamma, the other casualty in that fight.
That's what I was talking about there. If you have Janna around Vayne, like she can't die. Like she got stunned and should have been dead to rights. But Janna just said, "I'm gonna monsoon and I'm gonna shield you, and now you have Ardent Sensor and you will not die."
Yeah, Janna and Maokai were just like, nope.
So, Jesus Christ.
My thoughts exactly.
That damage is insane. But, like, just play around your team, Vayne.
Yeah. I mean, not that it had a drastic effect on this game, and obviously there was a bit of a mismatch between the players' skill levels at this point, but...
But it is learning 5, so we want to teach and we want to...
Right.
So, there should be some good takeaways here in terms of things not to do when you have a lead. Obviously, this lead was big enough that it didn't matter,
Right.
but with a smaller lead, you can definitely throw your game this way.
Yeah, and it looks like, you know, Sagarmatra is going to end the game here at some point.
Right now.
Didactic being like, get me out of here. I need to leave now. So, that's a 2-0 for Team Sagarmatra. But like you said, there were a lot of good learning points, honestly. I think primarily seeing how to capitalize on experience leads was a good thing to take away with this, when they immediately got level 6 and then just bam, right then, pop ult, go in. Because you have a fourth ability that your opponent does not. Very, very, very strong power spike. And we saw that a few times. We saw how to throw, essentially, or like what are bad decisions and why. So I think this was a good, if not for entertainment value, I think this was a good educational series, but I was pretty entertained. What about you?
Oh yeah, I mean, it was hypey. It was super entertaining in terms of watching Vayne go in, try to make it happen. Like, I don't necessarily agree with those from a gameplay standpoint, but seeing her, you know, like 1 and 2 shot people, yeah, that's definitely entertaining.
Yeah,
Same with,
there's some good entertainment value.
Super hype. You know, Riven made some plays, did some hypey stuff up top, styling on Dinger, and then getting styled on in return a couple times. And you know, there's some good mechanical play, some sound decision making from a lot of the other players on the team. I thought Ari did some good stuff in terms of shoving her lane and roaming. I thought Sejuani could have been a little more efficient with her pass, so maybe a little bit, some replay study there with some stuff to take away. I thought Maokai was reasonably efficient in terms of pathing and playing around his team, things like that. So lots of good stuff to take away from watching the replay going over the VOD.
Yeah. So I mean that'll sum it up for us here at Learning Fives today from the EU show match. Team Sagarmatra does take it 2-0 over Citizens of Adraa. We hope everyone enjoyed watching. We hope the players enjoyed playing. And if you'd like to catch more Learning Fives information or more action, we stream every weekend with show matches until the tournament. Here on our Twitch channel, you can also check the Discord, which is linked in the description, as well as the Twitter, which is slightly less active. But, if you're looking to join, signups will be at the end of the tournament, roughly. I think about 1 or 2 weeks after that. But in the meantime, just feel free to follow Twitter, Discord, do whatever you want. From myself and Xline, we want you to have a wonderful rest of your weekend.